Good morning, everyone. I am back. I'm gone for the last week because there hasn't really been much going on. But today's project is fixing up one of our bunker silos, which is a little surprising. Usually it's just a couple boards along the side, well, the bottom that you need to put back in. I mean, one year Grandpa dropped a tree on one of the walls and we had to fix that, but I guess today's fix is a little more serious. So we don't want to wait until like the morning we're gonna chop corn like we usually do. Here, I'll just show you guys what we're up against. The whole back wall fell down. So that's probably why we're gonna fix it now and not the morning of chopping like we usually do. But usually it's just like a couple boards on the bottom that we have to fix. So first order of operation is move this tractor. This is our agitator for the manure pump, and there's a couple bearings in there broke, so Grandpa had to tear it all apart, and yeah, it's a work in progress. Yeah, I'll move the tractor, and then I'll get a skid steer in here and try and clean out as much of this wood as possible. Let's climb up top, see what's holding the rest. Oh, that was sturdy. So that one's pushed over, so what's the best way to do about it? Cut it off here, but we're still left with bent wood, which isn't gonna do for the new. So may have to take a crowbar and just start working my way down, pushing these boards out. I think that would be the best way to go about it. That side is gonna be a little more challenging. Maybe. We'll see. Because it overlaps with the other bunker. But I'm thinking maybe just take a circular saw and cut as close as I can. But, you know, there's a pile of dirt here, so that might not be a good idea while there's a pile of dirt here. So, probably try and knock it down with the skid steer and see what all comes. Because as you can see, some is already broken, and it looks like this is where most of the ends of the boards met. At least every 4 boards or so. So, that's what I'm up to now. Alright, so after taking the crowbar, for a start I just busted these 3 boards off this one. So I noticed this one is out of place as well. And then I started on these 4 right here, and then I shifted up, leaving a hole down there. But that's led me to a problem, that there's no safe way to go about getting the rest off. I might try the next one down and see if it does anything. But if not, I'm just going to take the skid steer and start cleaning up some of this wood and dirt until I can just bolt down with the skid steer, because I'm not going on this side to loosen boards. So we'll take the crowbar right down in the corner, dig some dirt out, and see if I can get it. I was able to get those last 2 boards, and the rest that are down there are broken off. They're broken off from this board, so I think it would be clear to pull this off without worrying about moving this post. Whether or not this post will fully stay there, I don't know. That's just the plan I have. So next I'm gonna move the skid steer and load up some of the loose boards, haul them out, First, I'll move the tractor so I have more room. Well, unfortunately the camera stopped, but I get that last section of wall out. I'm gonna clean up this wood real quick, and I'm gonna go. Hey everyone, thank you for watching the video. Sorry I didn't have any more of me scooping up and hauling out the dirt. A little bit of the tree at the end was my brother and I taking care of a pine tree for my grandma. My brother's idea was to take the skid steer, put it right next to the tree, and strap it down with a ratchet strap. Ratchet straps would be nice and tight against the pallet forks. And after that, I went and cut the tree and my little brother hauled it off in astonishment of my grandma and myself that it actually worked.